So the happily married businessman finds himself solicited by a prostitute, and if this is the third, fourth or fifth time that he's gone and called into this place, he knows the gossip, what's going to happen. This night he's particularly lonely. So he hands her his credit card. And there is the beginning. What happens? Well, she might con him to taking her back to his place for an extra couple of $100, so he thinks about taking her back to the hotel, and he does that. And of course, what does she do with her money? She buys drugs. A lot of these prostitutes keep going because they need a fix. A lot of them are emaciated, skin and bone, holes all up the arms, scabs on them. Of course, this guy doesn't discover that. So when she has a shower back at his place, and he has a shower, he goes back and discovers that she's got the candle out and she's heating up some crystals, and she gets him to hold her arm. She hasn't got a tourniquet that's working and can't find a vein that it can fit into. Next minute she's bombed out of her brain, wanting to go back to get some more dope, promising to do all sorts of stuff. By that time the businessman realises what he's into, what she's into, feels terrible about the whole thing, looks at the picture of his wife and kids on his dresser and decides he has to get rid of her as fast as he can. Of course, the prostitute starts bawling her eyes out. And what is a prostitute bawling her eyes out? Because he's been abusing and using her. So he pays her off and pays a taxi. And when she's out the door, he falls on his knees, breaks down in tears. Suddenly discovered he's been caught. And is it going to end there? No. Because now that he's been down that road, he knows what the goss is. Next business trip, he can't wait to get into the strip joint. Before you know it, he's noticing the prostitutes on the street as well. And even though he feels terrible about what he's doing, he can't stop it, because he's had a few drinks and he's lonely and he's done it before, and suddenly these prostitutes are starting to look quite nice. And then there's another thing that he suddenly discovers that he didn't really think about before. A lot of these hotels have pay channels. And they're X-rated. That means the cost of $7 or $10 you can watch pornography, which then begins another addiction.